Hey guys, I'm back again with yet another video because I am bored and there's nothing to do but talk. But yeah, I want to say this: unless you are extremely attractive, like you're, 8, 9, or 10, most women are not being approached by the men that they want. You know, and the thing is, I hate when men say, "Oh, um women, we're the ones that make the choices, and the men that we date, or we get to decide who we want to have sex with." Yeah, that is true. We get to decide who we want to have sex with, who we want to date. But if you're not if you're not a 8, 9, a 8 or and above, if you're not dime piece attractive, majority of the times you're not getting approached by the men that you want. And attraction is a really, really big thing because some people will say that, oh, well, he might not be the man that you really wanted, but at least he has such and such, at least he can do such and such. Well, that doesn't really matter, because if I'm not attracted to you, then it don't really matter what you got. You know what I'm saying? So I get tired of people saying that, oh, well, women are the ones who decide who they get to fuck. And yeah, that is true, but majority of the times, and that's another thing, men don't approach women these days, which I'm kind of happy, because me personally, I get approached by the men that I do not want. And the men who I would be attracted to, 9 times out of 10, I know that they're just approaching me for sex, and their approach is just off, and they don't really know how to like talk to a chick or whatever. But I just get tired of people saying that women are the ones that who get to decide who they want to fuck, who they want to deal with, and stuff like that. But majority of the times, like, we're not getting approached by who we want to get approached by. And that's why I think a lot of these women, some of these women are frustrated or whatever. And like when you come on YouTube and these women are venting their frustrations about men or whatever, and how they can't, most of them are like frustrated because they're not being pursued by the men that they want, which is could be their fault, because they're probably not that attractive. But if you're not that attractive, then you work on trying to be attractive, trying to level up so you can get better men or whatever. But even if, I think that sometimes, even if you are attractive, or if you think that you're attractive, sometimes you still get approached by men that you don't want. And sometimes I feel like, some men might not say something to you because they feel like they might get rejected, or they feel like you might give them attitude or whatever. But, so they won't approach you or whatever. But the ones that feel like they have nothing to lose, they don't mind approaching you or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So the dating game is not really all that easy, because I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't have the energy to date. I don't have the energy to be dating this guy to see what he's about, and then come to find out we don't mesh, our personalities don't mesh. So that's another failed thing. And then you want to go on another date with this person, and I just don't really have time for that, or whatever. And then so you have some men that'll say, well, if you feel that way, then why don't you approach a guy? Like, no man, a man will say that, they want women to approach them, they want women to start approaching them, but deep down inside, men don't want women to approach them, because it's not, that goes against the grain. That's not what women are supposed to be doing. They know deep down inside women aren't supposed to be chasing men. So if you do approach a man, or if you do come off as thirsty by trying to come on to him, he's going to think that either you're desperate, either you can't get a man, either something's wrong with you, or you have STD or something like that. So that doesn't work. So ladies, don't fall for that when guys said, well, oh, you guys should approach us, because they don't really like that. They're lying. They like the chase. They like a woman that is hard to get, but like I said, it could be your demeanor. You might just look angry, and therefore a man might not want to talk to you or whatever. But the average woman, is not really dealing with the men that they want to deal with. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, they're just settling. Okay, well, this is all I can get or whatever. Or I'll just settle for him since I can't get, any better or whatever. And that's when I think that's when the jealousy comes in, when certain women hate on other women, whatever. Because they probably see them with a certain guy that they like, that they find attractive. And they're thinking to themselves, like, damn, like, how was she able to get him? Like, what is it about her that, he likes about her? Why can't I get a man like that, or whatever? But, and then you have, like, sometimes, a man will try to win you over with, I spoke about this in the video the other day about how you can't really win a woman over with money if you're not her type. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen men that were considered to be ugly that was attracted to me, and they didn't necessarily have money, but they had sex appeal. They had swagger. You know what I'm saying? They was able to charm me just by talking to me. Just by their personality alone, whatever. But that's just one thing I was just trying to touch on. Like, a lot of these women are frustrated deep down inside that they're not going to say, because they're not dealing with the men that they want to deal with or whatever. And 9 times out of 10, like, if they do deal with the man that they find attractive, he's just treating her as a, hit it and quit it. He's not seeing her as valuable. He's not seeing her as a wifey or a girlfriend material, or somebody that he would spend money on or whatever. And a lot of times these men, they get with certain types of women and they marry them, they put them in a house, they spoil them. So every woman is trying to see, like, wow, how is she able to do that? And that right there, I can't really tell you. But I turned down a lot of men. I turned down a lot of dates because I don't have time to play games. And I know the only reason why you want to hang out with me because you just trying to fuck me. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to get to know me. You're not really trying to you could wine and dine me. They'll wine and dine me, but they're only wine and dine me because they think that something's going to happen afterwards. So I don't go on dates. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have time to play games with men. I don't have time to deal with, the stupidity or whatever. But it's so hard to try to get a man to see you for who you are and actually treat you, as a girlfriend or a wife or whatever. And, that right there has caused me to feel lonely and to not want to be in a relationship and to not want to deal with men. Besides the fact that, I have been scarred from dealing with men in the past, and I have been molested and raped. So, that adds in it too. So it's whatever. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to say. Like, most women, the average woman is not dealing with the man that she wants to deal with.